Hey everybody, so I got a new dash cam to share with you today. This one is from Jomise, and this is the one for the rear view mirror. This is a 12-inch screen. Now I've already been driving around with it for a couple weeks, and I forgot to do the unboxing, but I'll show you a couple close-ups and I'll show you using it as well. Now there is a little GPS module that plugs into it, and I have that stuck to the windshield. I have it stuck to one of those little plastic things that you usually put the other dash cams on. And then I have the wires ran up and through the liner. Now this does have parking mode and everything, but it will require you to hardwire it and able to do that. I do not have this one hardwired, so I would not be able to show that part. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you a little bit of the dash cam itself. Now, if you press the screen, it is touchscreen, of course. You can also lock the video if you need to. It's gonna let you know it's locked. You can also unlock it. And you can also stop the recording, which I'm gonna go ahead and do now. You can go into before I jump into the settings, let's go ahead and look a little bit more. So this will show you the direction that you're going. You can see your miles per hour or your kilometers per hour, whichever you prefer to use. The front dash cam is 4K, the rear one is 1080p. If you swipe, you can go to, so right now we're on the rear one. This is the front facing one. I guess I should have started with that one. After a few seconds though, it will kick back over to the rear facing one automatically. And then you can swipe over and you can have both at the same time. Again, after so many seconds, it will kick back over to just the rear view. Now for the rear view, you can also brighten it up. So if you could see it up here, if you press and hold and then drag it, you can brighten it. And now the screen will be a little bit brighter for you. And let's go ahead and go into the settings. I'll show you a little bit in there. I'm not going to go through all of them, but you can change the resolution. So right now we got it on 4K, and you can change the camera to go into each one. So loop time, you got up to 3 minutes. And then you can also change your exposure. You can add more of that. You got your parking guard, G sensor, audio recording. You can do your time format. There's also a summertime mode. You could also vertical flip, which I had to do for the rear camera. Depending on how you stick that camera on will depend on that there. I will talk a little bit more about the installation in just a second. You can change the volume. You can do the startup sound, turn that off if you want, time-lapse recording. And yeah, there's just a lot there you can do. You can also do an overspeed alarm. I kept that off. And then you can kind of do the about, see if there's any updates. Also, it will show the little symbol up here for GPS. And you can go right in there and it will give you information about your current location. All right, so since I didn't do any unboxings, let's go ahead and show you a close-up of the dash cam itself. As you see, it does have a mirror finish when it's not turned on. And when it is on, you can hit the button and turn it off and have that mirror finish instead of the dash cam if you prefer. And the button is right there at the bottom. Here at the top, you're going to have a Type-C for your power. You do have your AV in, which is going to be your rear camera. And then you have your TF or your micro SD. And then you got your GPS, which is a little module that you stick up on your dash and plug it in. And this is held onto your mirror with these little clips here. And this does have a dual microphone built in. And the front dash cam is also adjustable along with being able to move your mirror. Now for the rear camera, it was a little bit harder for me because I have a large truck. And it is a little bit further to get up there where I put it compared to like an SUV. If you have an SUV or a small car, you'll probably be perfectly fine. I'll show you what I did with mine as well. All right, so what I did is I ran it through the liner, and then I found where I was able to open it up to the lights here, and I have it wired in through there, and then I stuck it right on top of the light. That was as far as I was able to reach it. I have like a couple more feet, but it would have never reached all the way to the back here. Now, one more feature that the dash cam has that I wasn't able to really do is that it has a wire that you can wire into the reverse light. And as soon as you put your vehicle in reverse, it's going to automatically turn into a backup camera. Now, I don't have it hooked up just because the wires on this truck is kind of weird, and I wasn't able to get to those other wires. So I wasn't able to use that feature, but it's automatically reversed when I turn it on anyway. So now they do have software that you can play this back on the computer, and you can pull up the map and coordinates and some other information. You do have to download a software for that. Now the video files in here is automatically a TS So, and it will play in VLC player as well, but if you want to use like the map feature and stuff, you're gonna have to use that GX player. I think it did some great footage for those that like dash cams for just your scenery. I know some people like to buy these just for that. And I think overall it did a pretty good job even with the license plates. Anyway, I think this is a great dash camera. I love the size of it. It works great. I think it has pretty good picture, and overall just really easy to use. But I am pretty happy with this one. I'm gonna leave it in with my current Viofo. I'm gonna use both of them at the same time. But I really do like this one, and I do recommend it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.